Hello Virgo, this is your channel messages for the 11th of January. Le 11 de janvier. Je ne sais pas. Virgo, they're telling you to go back to your country. You don't belong here. Let me tell you something, motherfuckers. You can't tell me to go back to where I come from. You need to go back to your country. You need to speak English. J'ai besoin de parler anglais. Je suis habite au Canada et je parle français. Tu ne parles pas français. Donc, tu dis à moi. Allons. Ton père, tu dis à moi? Non. Je suis habité ici. Je suis resté ici. A bitch can't tell you or me to go back to your country, bitch. I live in your country and I speak your two official languages. You don't, whore. So it's weird. It's fucking weird. You're gonna deny me of the services that Canada provides. You're gonna deny me of the Canada provides when, bitch, you don't even speak your motherfucking second native language. Whore. Allons dis ça. La maison femme. Go and tell that, homegirl. Go tell that. So Virgo, you need to remember what your talents are. When people is trying to use so-called socio-norms against you, make them know say your blood clot smarter than them anyways. You have a right to be here. Bitches are going to be like, how did you get that? Why do you deserve that? Bitch, you deserve to know blood clot Canada second language. That's what the fuck you need to deserve to do. Horror. So a bitch want to compete with you, a bitch want to talk to you. Okay, yeah, you speak 5 languages. Is any of them blood clot English and French? No, okay, great. And of course, we have to big up the women and men who was born in Canada, or so-called Canadian citizen, and you did go ahead and you were bilingual in school, since I'm sure that Canadian schools teach English and French. But let's be honest, you bitches can't say fuck to me or to the opportunities that this government has provided for me. Quand tu ne parles pas français. You don't even speak your fucking country's official language, whore. You want me to respect you? Bitch, I may have an accent, but je sais la 12e langue au Canada. Bitch, you still don't know who the fuck your baby daddy is. Let's go ahead and go into your reading, Virgo. Bitches are mad. Bitches are mad. Bitches are mad. You live here. Why are you not educated? You're talking about my hair. You're talking about my nails. You're talking about where the fuck I got my clothes from. Bitch, why you speak English in Canada only? Whore, slut, and your kids only speak English. So while you was a slow hoe shopping at Soho, your kid, you never even educated enough to make your kids bring on the blood clot Canadian generation. No, the kids are thieves. The kids are robbers. They are a nuisance to the fucking police. That's what the fucking kids are. Slut. So instead of somebody telling you to go back to your country, why don't you go back to l'école de française? Tell them to go back to blood clot school. They need to learn French. Anyways, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Virgo, we have sleep. Yeah, somebody's putting it as a sleep. They're gonna try to make it feel like you're not fit in. Bitch, you fit exactly like the right size in a girl's pussy. That's how good you fit. Perfectly. Not too big, not too small. Let's go ahead and go into your reading. We also have Abaddon, Angel of Destruction, Chaos and Abyss. We also have Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. The fuck? Bitches acting like they deserve to be here. You deserve a blood clot be here too. You have every blood clot right. So bitches are angry because they see you get opportunities that they didn't get. If bitches were focused on them education, then maybe they wouldn't have time to focus on you. We have Cancer. We have Illuminati, and we also have MK Ultra. Yeah, you have an accent. You don't fit in. Okay, bitch, you don't have an accent. How much language you speak? Slut, whore. Because you fucked without a ring, now you have kids, and the kids still speak one language. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, slut? Let's go ahead and go into your reading. Bitch, want you to prove. Prove why you need to be here. Prove why you need to... Bitch, why you don't prove the DNA test to your blood clot, baby daddy? I know you do that. Because I don't understand why bitches are upset with you, Virgo. You did nothing wrong. You did nothing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong, Virgo. So you have to know it coming from jealousy. So since bitches are jealous, use what them jealous about in them. Rub it in them face. Rub it in their faces. That's what you should do. They're all sluts, Virgo. Virgo, they're all... Virgo, we're friends. And I'm telling you, as your friend, they're all sluts. They're all whores. They're all fucking prostitutes. They'll never be you, Virgo. Ever. Let's go. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, so we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. That could represent you, even though it's not your immediate card. But the King of Pentacles, they're jealous. Virgo, you have money. Maybe you're a businessman with money and an accent. So you have money, you have car, you have apartment. And the one thing them find for tear you down is the fact that you have a fucking accent. And you're insecure about that. How much language you speak? Because if you have accents, then English was not your first. If you have an accent, then English perhaps was not your first language. If you're speaking English with an accent. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles. Bro, they have money. You give a fuck about accent. These bitches only speak one fucking language. In a fucking country, we're bilingual. Whore. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah. And I don't know about you, but everybody knows about me. I love it with accent. I love accents. I love accents. Me did always know any man me there with them would have to have an accent. I didn't know that. But the weird thing is, everybody has an accent. Canadian, English people have accents compared to... If a Canadian go to Jamaica, you have an accent. It's only when you're here around your friends you don't have an accent because you don't hear. If a Canadian goes to Britain, the Canadian have an accent. You're suddenly the immigrant. You know that, right? So for somebody to say you have an accent, everybody has an accent. It's just so-called normal when you're within the group, the majority of group who have the same accent as you. I always did love accent. Accents was always a thing. Yeah, Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles. Yeah, you have an accent, so what? At least you're educated. Yeah, the Chariot. No, this could be something about you want to be a police officer, but you have an accent. Okay. So I'm sure there's immigrants in the country who have accents too, right? Don't criminals have accent? So what your point is? I'm getting somewhere you want to be a police, but you have an accent. So what, people can't understand you, or what is it? What is it? Come getting a Chariot here. I'm getting whatever job you want to go into, them and say them can't understand your accent. You sure them can't understand, or them just a mock you that you have an accent that's different? We have a Knight of Swords. Maybe you speak fast. That's what it is. You speak fast. You may have an accent, but your accent speaks quickly. Maybe you're in a country where even whether they have an accent or not, they speak slow. Maybe you come from a place like Caribbean countries or Spanish countries or Asian countries. Them speak fast. Sometimes you think them arguing with each other. When you hear Spanish people talk Spanish to each other, when you hear Asian people talk Chinese to each other or whatever language, English is very slow. English don't have a fast tempo. It's not a fast-paced language. So it could be something like that. Maybe you want to... I'm getting, even if you have an accent, if you slow it down. But then you sound weird. Because now you have an accent slowed down. It sounds very weird. I don't know what's... When we're getting something about you, speak very quickly. Five of Swords. Babe, yo, them babe... Babe? What the fuck was that? Anyways, babe, them jealous. I don't know why I said that. Them jealous. They're jealous. They're jealous sluts. They're broke niggas. They're fucking jealous of you. Do you not see how you look? Do you not see the fucking car you drive? Do you not see your fucking apartment? Niggas wish they fucking were you. And if they can't be you, they're gonna friend you. And they're gonna try to evaporate and suck up all your fucking energy of your fucking awesomeness. These niggas can never fucking compete with you, sweetie. What the fuck? You have money, you have car, you have clothes, and you have a good looking bitch. Now they're gonna talk about you have a fucking accent. Accent don't matter when you're fucking. When your fucking accent don't matter, sweetheart. The fuck out of here. One more. Yeah, the angel, the temperance. And I feel like when people have accents, that's what shows diversity. You don't think when I speak French, me have a accent? Even if I speak French. If me speak French to you, who's an English speaker, you only hear French. If I go to Quebec and speak French, them hear a French accent, them hear an English accent. So what really is this phenomenon about accents? Because you don't sound like me, or is it because you don't look like me? I don't know what the fuck it is, but to me, accent couldn't fucking matter. I would be very concerned if you looked a certain ethnicity and you had a strict English accent. That give me spy. It's giving spy. Like anytime they always say Asians will have solid Americanized Canadian accents, me say a spy. Only spies will learn how to do it that detail, because you want to blend in. And if you ever see an Asian person talking English, sometimes you forget them Asian. If you see an Asian girl talking black, you will say, why she talk black? But you see, for English is a very Americanized. Brody, I'm just saying, why would your parents make it such a big deal for you to know how to speak English as an Asian woman or an Asian man with an Asian accent? Is it because there's discrimination when you have an accent? Does Asian people know that when Asian people have an Asian accent, them fall behind, people don't give them opportunities? Because if you look on a norm, scientifically, everybody have an accent. Everybody. And even if your kid come from Africa, but you grow up your kid in Britain, the kid going to have a British accent. The kid's still African, but the kid have a British accent because it's what you hear. It's how you hear for pronounce words. Especially when you're talking to people, how them pronounce words. You always see it the same way. But I always found that weird. When you were not the ethnicity, but your accent is perfect. What was the significance of parents teaching you? Because we all know when you take an exam, it's not really verbal. Unless there is a hidden rule in the English language where they do judge you by your accent. Well, tell that to Trump. If accent was really the fucking problem, Melania would not be Trump's wife. So the same people who are cussing and tell you so them don't like your accent speak English, they're married to an immigrant. And you are so-called, you feel weird because of your accent. You know Trump's wife never had a perfect English accent before. Trump does not mind that. Even though him telling people about accents. You think, okay, Trump like accents. He might not like accents for the American people. He might not believe that accents for the American people is how to run the nation. But when him finish running the nation, he's going home to Melania's accent. And he never told her to change it. You know, Melania, you need to speak English more. You need to go back to school. No. Melania wrote a book. When you read a book don't have accents. It have words. Remember. Because I know it's the water. They're putting a lot of chlorine in the fucking water. So I know you guys are getting really slow. And it's winter. And you know bacteria slows down in winter. So, you know, it is what it is. Ho. I'm going to leave it here. I never take an overall card. I'm going to leave it here. Until next time, Virgo, the Emperor. You're an emperor. Give a fuck about the accent, bitch. When you're old, you're not gonna have teeth. You know that? You're giving a fuck about the accent. Nigga, when you're older, you're not gonna have teeth. Your mouth going to be like this. And now you're gonna have a no teeth accent. Remember that. Even when you're older in age, you could have been a perfect spokesperson. When you're older and you don't have teeth anymore, you will be speaking with an old accent. Sweetie, you tell me say everything in the world will bother you, Brody. Hunger, kidnapping, human trafficking. Your accent make you hide away. You ever fuck to a man who talking to you in his accent? You ever make... If you have time this year, come on with an accent and make him talk to you how you want to be spoken to with an accent. And tell me if you're not come faster. YouTube, I want YouTube to go and another social media. Make the social media have an accent, YouTube. YouTube, tell me if you're not faster when that man said that to you in an accent. I'm going to leave it here. Until next time, bye.